Video up.
Hello, Stacy's here. Hi,
Hello,
Stacy.
hello.
How are you?
Row
Stacy,
39, Stacy here.
you went
Yep.
up to row 39. You're way ahead of us.
Yeah, you're way ahead.
Yeah, you're way
We
ahead
haven't
of
even
us.
started the cluster rows yet.
Nope, we're on row 31. Yeah. There's another person I know. I think she's on row 40 something.
Oh, wow.
You know who that is.
Yeah, well, I have a little bit of a surprise. Oh my gosh, I forgot to grab it. I'm going to have to go grab it real quick.
Okay.
Guess what I did this week?
What did this week?
I made this blanket.
You made this blanket?
I made this blanket.
The whole thing?
The whole thing in a whole other colorway. Hold on just
Oh.
1 second. I'm going to go grab it.
Yeah. Hi Linda. Hi Sherry and Sue. We zoomed in today. I learned how to zoom in so we're up closer on our work. I kind of like it. What do you think? I'll show you the other option. The other option was like that. See? No, I like the other way, don't you? I like this.
So here's how it turned out.
That's funny. The colors are not totally different from what you're doing.
Well, yeah, this one's pinks and grays.
Well, I know, but they're kind of similar. I mean, they're
well,
earthy
they're both.
tones.
I love this yarn,
Yeah.
from Hobby Lobby. But this is how the first one turned out, and I love it. It's so pretty.
Very pretty. It's very pretty.
It's so pretty. But I have to say that this section that we're about to get into is this section right here.
Yeah.
Boring.
Oh, I'm sure. Because it's just clusters, then single crochets, clusters, single crochets.
Yep.
Hi, Catherine and
This
Roxanne.
gets a little bit more fun down here, this section.
Are those all X's? That's what Sue was telling me. She loves
these are, this row is X's.
Oh, that's the X's.
And then you do, this is some back post stuff to make, a line there.
Mm-hmm.
And then these are all shells.
Oh, okay.
With like post stitches on the next row to make them pop up.
Got you.
And then
that's the end of it?
And that's the end of it, yep.
Oh.
Yep, it measures, what did this measure? I think like 60 by 60 inches when it was finished. And I'm going to just leave it at that because I intend it to be like, just like a couch Afghan,
Yeah.
So it's not too awfully big, but it's a decent size.
Yeah.
Pretty. So it was in the other room because it's waiting for Jeff to weave in the ends.
Oh, well, there you go. He'll get to it when he gets to it, right?
Yeah, he's got 3 blankets out there right now waiting for the ends to get woven in.
This is actually getting harder to do on a table. I'm definitely a lap crocheter, and trying to keep it on the table is
it is a little bit
ridiculously hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little difficult.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, and then you want to see what else I'm doing? Wait, hold on. Let me show you what else.
Wait, hold on. Just wait, hold on.
So this is my other blanket I'm working on. This is the first 27 rows of a hooked on sunshine pattern called 4. And I made the whole blanket for my mom, and Jeff liked it, but he didn't like the fact that it was a square. So so he wanted me to make it for his parents, but I said what I could do is just do blocks and connect them. So I'm doing 4 down by 3 across blocks. So I've got to make 12 of these. Now, each one of these squares takes me about a day to make.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, and that's work. I mean,
why do you have to make so many? How big do you have to make this thing?
Well, he wants it to be a rectangular blanket. So it can't be 3 by 3, and it can't be 2 by 3 would be too small.
Why can't it be 3 by 2? Well,
that'd be too small. If it was only 2 wide, would be big enough. So, but it's going to be huge. I measured it out, and with
because those are big blocks.
They're very big blocks. It's going to
Hi, Margaret.
It's going to end up being about a 60 by 80 inch blanket.
That's big.
Yeah. So.
No. Did I say hi, Tammy? I forget.
Hi, everybody.
Roxanne ran out of yarn. I'll probably run out of at least a color. I don't know. We'll see.
I hope I don't. I did, I had the wrong color white. I had grabbed an antique white and a regular white. So I was at Hobby Lobby and I grabbed another antique white. So I should be good.
Okay.
I hope. All right. Well, we should get started.
That one's really pretty, though. Wow.
Enough of this chitter chat.
Are we starting in a corner?
Yep, we're going to start in a corner.
I figured.
And we're using color D, and we're starting with row 31.
We're on 31, you guys. We might be way behind some of you, but that's okay.
Yeah. Chain up 3 to count as our first double crochet. And then the garbage man is out front. We'll do another double crochet. And then we are going to chain 1 and skip a stitch, but that skip stitch is going to be like
right
the first
there.
hidden stitch. Yep. And then we're going to cluster in the next stitch. So
and a cluster
is 3 unfinished double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop,
go through 2,
yarn over, go through 2, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and one more time, yarn over, go through 2, and then yarn over and go through all 4. Then we are going to chain 1 and skip to the next stitch and do the same thing in the next stitch, and we're going to do that all the way down to the end.
So it's just cluster, chain 1, skip, 1. Cluster, chain 1, skip.
And I gotta tell you, this is actually so relaxing. I mean,
does it put you to sleep?
Normally I would get bored with this, but I am so fatigued from doing those intricate squares.
Yeah.
Where so I'm actually kind of looking forward to just relaxing and just not having to think about it.
Right. Unlike what I've been going through with my Annie's blanket.
The striped one?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You're not finished with that thing yet?
No. Okay, so
I thought you said you were close to done.
I am, but I mean, when I say close, I mean, I'm on like I was on the second booklet.
Okay.
Before I even do the border. Well, there's some crazy stuff in that blanket.
Like what?
So I don't know. One thing, what was it? My mind has put it out of my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't.
I know.
It's like when you're trying to think of a song, but a different song is playing on the radio.
Okay, well, here's the one thing. This was interesting. Once I figured out what they were wanting me to do, it was just hard to do, kind of.
Okay.
Have you ever single crocheted in reverse?
Ooh, I hate that. It's so unnatural.
Where you are going from left to right.
Yes. Isn't it just an unnatural feeling?
Yes. So you have
to keep reminding your brain because you'll revert back to doing it the other way.
Yes. And it makes this cute little loopy thing that goes, it just like the 2 threads just kind of make a little twist.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's very cute, but I hate doing it.
Yeah, I was like, what are we doing here? Serious? So that took me a second to get that figured out. And we did it twice with like a row of regular single crochet, doubles in between.
Okay.
I'm like, oy. But this other thing, I don't even remember what stitch it was. I couldn't get it right. I got done and it said I'm supposed to have, I know what it was. We're making a heart. So
heart?
It was like a heart. Mm-hmm. So it's like a triple crochet, but triple crochet kind of 2 together, sort of.
Okay.
And then a single crochet and 2 more of these triple crochets. That makes like a little heart.
All right.
I had done it wrong. It's all in the same stitch. And
Oh,
I
you were
thought that the
spreading it out.
second part was in the next stitch.
Okay.
I get done and it says I should have 44 of these things. And I have 38. I'm like,
Oh, geez.
no, I don't. They're not even close, you know? So of course I had to tear that out. And then I just went back to the pattern and I just reread 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, okay, I see what I did. All goes in the same stitch. So then it came out perfect. Came out to 44. But it was just like a pain. I did the whole thing and had to tear it all out, but I'm telling you, if there is some weird stitch out there that you've never heard of,
they're going to find it.
They have it in there. I had to look up one because I couldn't quite figure out what they wanted me to do. But
you know what stitch I suck at?
What?
And is it the alligator stitch or crocodile stitch?
Oh,
I can't remember which it's called.
I've never done it.
I suck at it. Mine
Never
just always
done it.
look terrible. I have a pattern that I got on Ravelry for it's a headband, like a headband wrap that you make with that stitch.
Made out of the crocodile.
Yeah, it's really cute, but I just can't master that stitch for some reason.
My mom, one of the last projects that she made was a mermaid.
Oh, tail. Cool.
Hi, Linda. Your left hand. Yeah, so that would be interesting for you anyhow, wouldn't it? Yeah, so she made like one of these little mermaid tails for one of my little nieces.
Cute.
Yeah, it turned out really nice. And then she was thinking of making like the little bra top. She never did that part.
That would be a yarn. It seems like that would be a yarn eater too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it turned out well. That was, that was probably longer ago than I'm remembering. Probably 4 or 5 years ago she made that. But
the last thing that my grandma made is she made a gorgeous, gorgeous cream-colored, gigantic cable Afghan. And it is so beautiful. And it's like, it was kept on the back of her couch, which she called a Davenport.
Oh yeah, the Davenport.
Yep. And
I mean, it's not even a sofa.
No, it was a Davenport.
Yes.
And when my grandparents passed away, well, my grandfather passed away first, but when my grandmother passed away, that was the one thing that my daughter Emily really wanted, was that blanket. So she ended up with that Afghan, but I always kind of felt a little bit like, oh, I wanted that, Yeah.
Well, at some point, I want to get over to my dad's house, and I'm just going to tell him straight up. I'm going to be like, listen, I want yarn. I want her projects. I want, nobody in this world is going to want that. My sister doesn't crochet. My sister won't care. I want it. And you're not going to sell it to somebody. There's probably some like older yarns in there that might be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I know that somewhere there has to be this Afghan stitch block Afghan she was working on at some point years ago.
Now, Afghan stitch, is that Tunisian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, she always called it the old Afghan stitch.
So we're supposed to have 44 clusters per side.
Now that's weird. Didn't I just?
I know, that is weird. I was thinking that.
My other project was 44.
Yeah, that is really weird.
If I come up with 38 on this one, I quit. Just quit.
Oh. So, another thing I did this week. I've been a busy, busy girl this week.
Wow.
That Hirschner's Afghan, that lavender one.
Yeah.
I'm on the last round of that.
Jeez, Angie.
I know. Well, that I'm a little bit disappointed in it, and I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about it. I do have a lot of yarn left, like a lot of yarn. But it's very small. Very small.
Can you add to it?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'll show it to you and let you see what the last round looks like and see what you think. All right.
You want to talk about yarn left over? This Annie's kit? I have so much yarn. So it's kind of...
So in the corner... hold on, because I'm to the corner.
Okay.
So in the corner, we're going to skip the last stitch and do 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets before you start the next side. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So Sue and I have talked about it before, and she's like, it's a really expensive Afghan because, you pay for it monthly as a kid.
Yes, it ends up being very expensive.
And I'm like, yeah, but I'll have enough yarn left over. I can make another small blanket of some sort.
Really? You have that much?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I'm not done, and I know the border's going to eat up some.
Right.
Because the thing is about 6 feet long.
Okay.
It's not wide, but it's very long.
Nice and long, yeah.
Yeah. But I already know that one of the colors I'm done with. I might have to do something like that, Melinda. Make something else with it. But I'm done with the color, and I have 3 skeins.
Oh my goodness.
Unopened. Untouched.
Wow.
3 skeins of that color. And I know I won't use it again.
Wow, that's a lot.
Right? And some of the other colors I have 4, at least 4 skeins. I might use some of them for this last. I have 1 stripe left. I'm on my last stripe and then all of the border. But it's going to be so much yarn left over.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, I mean, if you look at it that way, yeah, the blanket was expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to have all this yarn to make something else with again.
Right.
Same colors and everything, but, you didn't count your clusters, did you?
Nope. I counted last row. I told Mindy before we got on live,
You're so confident.
When I did my final row before today, I was like, all right, just before we go into this next section, I better count and see how far off I am. So I counted, and amazingly, I was right on every single side.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. When you got to your corner, did you have?
I had 1 stitch left.
Okay,
yes.
And you had to skip that stitch.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going for it. I got 1 stitch left. I'm just going for it.
Live dangerously.
Okay, I told Angie before we started, I fixed my popcorn issue from last week. So
because you had 1 too many, right?
1 too many on one side and 1 too few on the other side. Well, they ended up being right next to each other. And so what I think, whoops, I just did that wrong. What I think I did probably is I messed up something at the corner, and I got 1 too many on one side and 1 too few on the next side. So I had to tear out one side, which I didn't find that horrible. I tore out one.
Popcorns, man. Those took forever.
I know. But I tore out the one side and I fixed it. So I fixed it. Dale and I took a trip on Wednesday.
Where did you go?
We went down to Brighton.
Oh, did you get your prize?
I did.
What did you get?
I'll get it in a minute and I'll show you.
Was it a good prize?
It's nice.
Good.
Yeah. I was told by the lady there, she said, just when you go to wind this up or cake
Mm-hmm.
this up,
Mm-hmm.
she said, be patient. I don't know what she really was
Oh,
talking
what does
about.
that mean? That sounds ominous, doesn't it?
Yes, she said, be patient because it's very hard to wind it up and ball it up.
Uh-oh.
She
What
said
is it? Now
something about, she
I'm
said
so
something about
curious.
their tying off is bad. And I'm like, what?
What?
Like, what's
They're
that
tying
mean?
off mid game?
I don't know. Like where they attach yarn if they rent. Well, I don't know what that meant. But she said it's very frustrating. You have to just be patient with it. She said, so every time she goes to ball up some yarn, she's like, well, I just always figure 4 hours.
What?
And then if it gets done quicker, then I'm happy.
Then it
I'm
was a
like,
bonus.
that can't take 4 hours.
I was gonna say, how much yarn are you winding if it takes that
It's
long?
one
Holy
hank.
cow.
It is one hank. I'll go get it in a second. It's very pretty.
What's the brand?
It is earth yarn.
Ooh, that's nice stuff.
It's earth yarn. That's what she said. She said it's delightful to knit with because you know how they are. They're all knit.
Yeah, they're all knitters.
But just a pain to ball it up.
Maddie's life dream is to open a yarn store that caters only to crocheters.
There you go. No knitters can come in.
But then she changed her mind. She said, no, we would welcome knitters as well because we don't want to be just like they are.
Yes, but you know, when you walk into those shops, all of the projects hanging up
Are all knit.
are knit. And they're beautiful. They do just gorgeous work.
Yes.
But they are all knit projects. And I just look at them and I'm like, huh. So I did buy something while I was there too.
Oh, did you? What'd you get?
So do you remember it was the first store we went into and I got that cotton yarn?
Yes. Is it that pop?
That speckled?
Yes. Yep. I do remember
I found it again.
Oh, and you got some more?
I bought another one.
Okay.
And I bought a purple that will go with it.
Oh, nice.
Now, what am I going to do with it?
I was just going to add, that was going to be my next question.
I don't know.
What are you going to do with it?
I don't know yet. But I thought, let me get a little more of it. And we'll see how it goes. So, hi, Lisa and Rhonda. Hello. My other thing that's happened is that purple yarn from Knit Crate.
Yes.
The
big stuff that you hate?
No, the one that I love.
Oh,
the one that you gave me 2 of. So I have 4.
Yep.
4 is not going to be enough.
Oh, no. What are you going to make?
I don't know. I've already started this sweater.
Oh, no. 4 is definitely not going to be enough.
Yeah. And it's just it's just a short sleeve cardigan.
Can you get more of it?
I don't know. I have gone to Knit Crate and I don't see it. So I don't know. Knit Crate usually has tons of yarns that they're selling.
Yeah.
And all they had were 7. That's 7 yarns. That bulky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The new stuff for this month that was all like that grayish stuff.
Yeah.
They had those. They had one other thing. I'm like, where's all the previous yarns? Have they sold out of all of them?
That would be terrible.
I know. And I don't want to stop now. I've got, okay, it's like granny stitch.
Uh-huh.
It's just granny stitch across, back and forth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm coming up the back of it. I'm on my second ball of yarn already.
So you're a good ways into the project.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to maybe put it out there and beg some people.
Right.
See if I can buy it from somebody else who has some.
Who had it, yeah.
You know, I don't know.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I see other.
I'm a member of a couple of yarn destash or group, not a couple, one yarn.
A yarn destash?
Yeah, it's like,
Really?
I'll forward it to you. It's a group that it's not destash is the wrong word. Like if you are working on a project and
Yeah,
you
a
ran
place
out of a
to,
color,
yeah.
yeah.
I know that there's other people I've watched that do YouTube. They're like, I ran out of this, and they ask for it, and people find it for them and help them, complete their projects.
Yeah, I've got a blanket that I started, and I didn't realize when I started it that
You guys can't even see me at all here.
one of the colors is a discontinued yarn. They don't make it anymore. And I'm going to need more of it. So I got on and I was trying to find a source for it, like on Etsy or eBay. Oh my holy hell. It is going to be so expensive.
To get one.
Yes. So, I don't know. That project went in the UFO pile.
UFO.
Speaking of that, that huge pile of projects next to my front chair in my living room?
Yeah.
So those all had to move because we put the Christmas tree. Yeah. So you know where they moved to?
The craft room.
No. They moved to in the chair, that leather chair that was in that front window. Okay. So it was stacked up to higher than the back of the chair. Just this big mishmash mess of projects.
Lord.
So I say to myself, self, you need to deal with this.
You need to organize some shit.
Yeah. So self starts to organize shit.
Oh no.
Besides, this is entirely too time consuming, and I don't furthermore have anywhere to neatly organize each, you know what I mean? Like to keep each project like in their own separate little bin or container or something.
Yeah.
So you know what I did?
What'd you do?
And these are projects I haven't touched in months. Okay.
Did you take them out?
They're at various stages of completion. I haven't touched them in months. I needed the space. I need to get my living room ready for Christmas company. I took a garbage bag.
Oh, Lord.
And I just stuffed everything in the garbage bag and put it in my craft room.
Lord.
And you know what I thought to myself? I thought, you know what? That's going to make for a really fun, one of these days when I'm bored and I don't have anything doing to revisit all those friends. Yeah. Go revisit the old friends.
Jennifer, it's that yarn from Knit Crate that was 2 months
ago, I think. Yeah.
It was purple. Purple. It's very pretty. I like it a lot. I'll show you I'll go grab a couple things in a minute here to show you.
Yeah, I want to show you guys that purple Afghan and see if you have any suggestions of how I can make it bigger. Because it's the row I'm doing now is like the border row. You know what I mean? And so I'm not sure if there's anything I can do for it that wouldn't look weird. And the whole Afghan was all treble crochets.
Oh.
Yeah. It was weird. And it doesn't, I don't know. The yarn is super nice. I really like the yarn. The yarn is very soft. It's very fluffy. It's beautiful yarn, but it just doesn't look as pretty as it did in the picture. I don't know. I'm just not very happy with it.
Interesting.
Which sucks because it was to be a Christmas gift,
Right.
And I'm not happy with it. And I've already spent that money.
2-tone sweater. Do you have it, Jennifer? You have the purple?
Jennifer has it?
Oh, Jennifer, really? I forgot. You were another Knit Crate person. You got the purple.
Uh-oh, you're going to have to come up with some kind of a deal.
I know. I buy it from you. Whatever you want. Because I am not going to have enough.
How's your sweater coming that you're making for Melly?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Enough said.
I've been working on Afghans and that other one, I don't know.
Well, you said it's basket weave, right? No, waffle.
Waffle. Oh my God. And it doesn't
It doesn't
work out
fast.
fast. No.
It doesn't. That's one thing I've got to say about this Afghan here that we're working on.
It's going fast.
Worked up so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I could not believe I got that entire thing done in a week.
Yeah.
It worked up really fast.
Right, Rhonda? I was like, oh, no, yarn, no. You're probably almost to your third corner, aren't you?
Yep, I'm almost there.
Yeah, I just hit number 2. I just hit number 2. Okay, I'm gonna take a break too for a second. I'm gonna go grab a couple things.
Okay. I'll stick around.
Yeah, you can entertain the people.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, I was telling Mindy I have had terrible insomnia this week. I haven't slept a full night since last Saturday. It's been really, really bad. So that's why I've gotten so much done. But now I think I'm going to have to take a nap after we're done today. Because Nate and I kind of have a date night planned tonight. Jeff is on call this week. And so he has to, they're doing some special project where they're shutting off there's going to be no incoming water to the whole city for overnight. They're redoing something with the water plant. So he has to be at the shop just in case there's any snafus in their plan. And so he has to go into work at 9. He's at work right now. He has to go into work at 9:30 tonight and work until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning after working all day today. So Nate and I are going to be on our own. So we've got a little bit of a date night planned, but I'm going to need to take a nap before then.
Take a nap, huh?
Yeah.
See how pretty this is, though?
Oh, that looks gorgeous.
See, and it's just a granny stitch.
See, that's the kind of color purple I was looking for when I ordered that Hirschner's kit.
But it's gorgeous. And then it gets like a little border on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And then you make your front panels. And so it's just short sleeved. So that's that. But I love it. It's beautiful. And the yarn is nice and soft, which I love that. And then here's my earth yarn. Let me show you my earth yarn. Here's that other yarn. Remember that?
Knit Crate does have nice yarn. Yes.
Speckly purple.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found a pretty solid. Look, I'm all purpley. Look at me. Everything's purple today. So there's my solid I found. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
And of course it comes with a knit pattern.
Of course.
Hi, Emma. Here it is.
Oh, I love.
Right? Isn't it pretty?
Such beautiful jewel tones.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yes.
So I don't know what the problem is with winding it into a ball.
It doesn't. I was expecting to see some of that bobbly yarn or whatever it's called, or something funky texture. That looks just like normal yarn.
I know, right? And it's a DK weight. It's got lots of colors in it, though.
Yeah, it does.
So it's a DK weight. It's 300 yards in there.
Oh, wow. That's a good amount.
I know.
That's
super really pretty, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the knit pattern that it came with?
Oh, my gosh. I think it's a cowl or something. Yeah, a show-off chevron cowl. If you knit, it doesn't seem very difficult. It's just like a 4-row repeat or something. And it just goes wavy, Anyhow, that was what I won. I'm so excited.
I can't believe that I spent all that money on that knitting stuff when I thought I was going to knit, and I just hate it. I hate it. I just don't enjoy it.
I know. I don't either. Knitting is too much work.
I just don't enjoy it.
No, too much work.
Right? I get bored. I just get bored with it. I don't know.
Well, there's people that do crazy stuff.
Yes.
There's crazy stitches.
Yes.
Yeah, I've watched some videos and they're like taking one off and they do this and they drop this. Okay, now where's my hidden stitch? I'm skipping here. Now I got a knot here. So is that my skip? No. Gotta skip that. I always get messed up when I have a knot,
Yeah, when it's at your corner that you join.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I go in thinking, okay, let's do a double crochet. No, that's not what we're doing here.
That's not what we're going to do. That's funny. I did the same thing.
Yeah, I did it the last time at the corner because I was doing double crochets in the corner, I think.
Right.
So you're on the double crochet kick.
Yep.
But yeah, that yarn is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
I had a helper the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
Who was your helper?
Jackson.
Oh, I was wondering if that's what you were going to say. What did he help you with?
He helped me wind up a ball of yarn.
Oh, that's always fun for kids.
Yep. I did all the purple yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I had 4 hanks of the purple, so I did all the purple. No, you had already done one.
Yeah, I did one.
Yeah. So I did the other 3. Funny. The one that you gave me that was in a cake, when I started working on it, I pulled out the end to find the end, and I found some crochet in there.
Oh, yeah, I told you I started something.
Yeah, you just shoved it in the cake.
Like,
it's still in there. I was laughing. I was like, wow, this is what she was working on. Okay. But yeah, I after doing 3 cakes, winding, my arm was tired, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I had one more I wanted to do. I actually caked up the sparkle yarn. Remember the sparkly yarn we got from Unwind?
Mm-hmm.
That first time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is in a cake. And
I've only made, I got some sparkle yarn when we went to the Fiber Festival.
Yeah.
And I made fingerless gloves with it. And
you did?
They turned out so pretty.
Well, Expression Fiber Arts, she has a hat, and it is not a beanie.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a cute little, maybe sort of like a brim, I guess, or, brim. Is that right?
There's a name for it, and I can't think of what it is right now.
But it's a cute little thing, and totally not just a plain beanie.
Yeah.
And I think this is enough yarn to do that. And so I wanted to use that pretty yarn and make something really pretty with it. And I'm going to give that a go when I'm not doing all these other things,
I know. I'm so tired of making those squares. I just want to be done with that so bad.
And how many of them have you done?
I'm on square number 9.
You made 9 of them already?
Yeah.
And how many did you say you needed to make again?
12.
Oh, well, you got 3 to go.
Yeah. Well, 3.5. I'm only about halfway done with the 9th.
Man, that's a very intricate thing to make that many squares.
Yeah. And it's just getting boring. And there's a lot of clusters and there's a lot of puff stitches. Oh, Nate's home from school. And I'm in a weird spot today. I'm in a spot that you never see. I'm sitting at my kitchen table today.
Oh, you're at the table?
Yes, because in addition to cramming all my crochet whips into a bag and stuffing them in my craft room, I also cleaned all my started diamond paintings off the couch.
Yeah.
And I put those on the table in my craft room. So my table in my craft room is
Your craft
otherwise
room is
occupied.
overflowing, huh?
Yes. And
Hi, Nate.
Nate, can you say hi?
Hi.
How was your day?
Good. Can you unlock the door for me?
I'm on a live. I can't get up and unlock the door. That would be rude.
The door's right there.
It took you 5 seconds to go in through the garage, too.
Bring a key next time.
Right? We don't trust him with a key. I'm not even trusted with a key. I don't have a key to my own house.
What?
I don't have a key to my house.
You don't have a key to the house?
No.
What? Do you never lock it?
No, we lock it. We go in through the garage. We have a code on our garage door.
Oh.
I'd rather not have a key. I'm terrible with keys.
I have to have a key to my house.
Jeff is the weirdest person about keys I have ever met in my life. If you take his keys, like, for 1 second, he is freaking out. He's like, oh, where's my keys? I need my keys.
It's a work thing, right? Does he have work keys?
His work keys are separate from his personal keys because he's got a big wad of work keys.
I mean, I think it's just you get so used to having keys. Like my personal keys always had my room key on it, had a door key to get into the building, so it was always like, yeah, you had to be very careful with my keys. Otherwise,
Okay, so I am back around and we're going to continue with the same color for the next round. So in my last
back around
corner, I am going to...
This is why Angie can do 25 blankets for her family for Christmas.
I am going to, instead of doing a chain 2 and slip stitch into the top of my beginning chain 3, because that would put me in the wrong place to start the next round, I am going to do a half double crochet in the top of the beginning chain 3, and that puts me, and that takes the place of that chain 2 space, that puts me squarely in the center to start my next round. So perfect. Jennifer, you're the same way. Your insomnia benefited with projects benefit with having insomnia. It is one upside to having insomnia, except after so many days, my eyes burn right now. Like, you know what I mean? So many days without enough sleep, my eyes are burning. My throat is sore. I'm just overly tired. All right, I want to grab that purple blanket real quick and show you, I get your opinion.
I was telling Angie earlier that Dale has been doing his stay up late, sleep in late kind of thing since he's retired here. And today he got up and it was like 10 o'clock, I think. And once he got up, I started like doing things that made noise. Otherwise, I was just sitting on the couch quietly crocheting because I was being considerate, don't want to wake him up. So I'm like, well, we got to start getting up and like maybe go to the gym in the morning. And he comes into the office here and now I'm putting together a video, right? And he's like, well, you're just always doing this. And he's moving his hands around. And I'm like, what? He said, well, you're up crocheting or whatever. And I'm like, I'm crocheting because I'm doing something quiet while you're sleeping, you know? So I've like rearranged my day to do something that isn't going to bother him, while he's still sleeping. I said we should get up and go to the gym, but now it's like 12:30 in the afternoon. And what's he want to do now? He wants to go to Lowe's. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to go live here in a little bit, so I guess you can go to Lowe's yourself. He's taking back some flooring because we had 3 extra boxes, actually. At
That's a lot
$57 a box. Yeah,
Yeah.
take that back, right?
Yeah.
So here's my credit card. Here, go put that back on my card and buy. Have fun. He's still where he wants to go do something every day.
Every day. That'll get old.
Yeah.
Get old.
He has left this house every day to go do something.
Just the same way. He can't stay home. Like, he
Yeah.
doesn't understand how I can. Like, I'm trying to think of the last time I left the house. Today's Friday.
I mean, like I said,
I
went
left
to
the house last Saturday.
last Saturday. You went shopping.
Yep. That was
I
the
mean,
last
I
time left
want
the
to start
house.
going to the gym at least 3 or 4 days a week. So that would be 3 or 4 days a week. We would go somewhere.
Right, especially in the winter when you can't walk outside.
And I mean, I get it. He's been at my daughter's house every day, pretty much, working on this floor. But that project is now
Wrapping up?
complete. It's
Yeah.
complete.
Oh,
one
good.
piece of trim, I think. He needs to put in one piece of trim. But the
Oh,
funny thing
Tammy,
is,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
he'll go over there and he'll find 6 other things to do while he's there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyhow.
Tammy said she hasn't been sleeping either. We should have we should start a club, the Insomniacs Club.
I'm not going to be a member.
Get on Zoom and just chit chat while we craft.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a member. I sleep pretty good. I'm not joining you. Nope.
No. Okay,
No.
so here's this blanket, you guys. And here's this is the border row. What do you think I could do to this to make it bigger? It would be tough. It would be tough because there would have to be, and it's very lacy.
Very lacy.
Very lacy.
Well, I was going to say, you've already done the border row, but couldn't you have just done like one of those sections repeated again?
Well, I'm
Like,
technically not very far into the border row. I've just started it.
is that
So
as much
maybe
as you got right there?
Yeah, this is as much as I've got.
So couldn't you like go and
go
just
back and
repeat
repeat this section here?
a section? Or where was your hand? Move back to like where it looks like it's just solid triple crochets or something.
Down here in the pineapple-y looking thing.
Going down a little bit more. Like do some of
just do
some
regular...
of that. Yeah, do some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that little section is, like start at that
here.
section where it's solid, you're solid, and then do the rest of it again.
This and that again. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But that would mean I would have to take out this border row, but then I'd probably also have to take out
you might.
these 2 rows here.
And
then I'd have to try to figure out a way to...
Well, what is that? What is that you have right there? Is it double crochets? Is it...
No, this is a row of chain 10 spaces in between the slip stitches on top of these pineapples, and then single crochets into the...
Or could you add to... What do you need to do the solid part?
It started on a chain 5 space, and you did 4 trebles, and then 1 treble in between. Basically 5 trebles per chain 5 space. So I could do that again up here. I could probably, but see, that's okay. I see what I could do. I could go back. I could take off these 2 rounds. I could go back to here, and in each of these chain 5 spaces, I could do a chain 5 single crochet, and then do a round of just trebles only.
Yeah. And just kind of go back to where that solid part was, and then keep going.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's what I'll do, because it's just at this point all it is a big doily.
Yeah, it is.
It's not very big. It's just not big enough to be anything.
No.
You know?
Yeah. That's what I would try to do.
All right.
Well, we have somebody new here.
We do.
Yeah.
Nashia.
Nashia. Yeah. Until 3:30?
3:30.
3:30.
Okay.
I
You're going to be pleasantly surprised.
what? The amount of money we got back? Oh, good.
Take the 10% off.
Oh, good. Good. All right. So, question.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to go back and count your clusters,
Yeah,
you would not count the 2 double crochets in the corner.
that's correct.
So then it's supposed to be 44, right?
44 clusters. Yep. Why did you count yours?
Uh-huh.
And you don't have 44?
Hang on. I just lost my... I got 43. But I have 2 stitches, so I'm just going to put one in here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put one in
I
here.
have 44.
I'm
At
going
least on one side, I have 44.
right? I did on the first side. I went back and counted that one.
All right, I'm going to move on to the next row just because it's so simple. So we've situated ourselves already into the corner. So we're going to chain 1 and single crochet back into the same spot. And then we are going to put a single crochet in every stitch and space to the corner. So don't forget that first hidden stitch. And then the next stitch is going to be into a regular double crochet. And then you're going to go into that first chain 1 space. And then you're going to go into the top of the cluster. Then into the chain 1 space. And then into the top of the cluster. And that's it.
Emma, what prize are you talking about? So, Nashia, have you been watching our crochet-alongs and you decided to join this one? Is that how that worked? I'm always curious.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to see a new face.
It is,
Not
yes.
that I don't love all you guys' old faces.
Right.
So yeah. Well, I was just gonna say something. Yeah, I think that'll work with that blanket. And that's the other thing. Remember last time we were talking about that blanket, that purple one, that it was 2/8 yarn and they wanted me to use a 6mm hook.
Oh, yeah.
Well, after I read the directions, it said to double it up.
Oh,
So,
yeah. You did double up your yarn?
yeah. But even so, I've got, I believe, 6 skeins left.
Wow.
But that's actually only 3 because I'm, doubling.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm hoping I'll have enough to do what we're talking about.
Exactly. And as your blanket's getting larger, of course.
It takes more to get around. But I can't imagine. I mean, I'm not a tight crocheter. I would say I have average tension. So it's not, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure, number 1, why it's so small. And number 2.
What did the pattern say it was supposed to turn out as?
60 inches.
And have you measured yours?
I have not, but it's nowhere near 60
I
inches.
just wonder what you
that.
got. What you... Oh, I did get mine, Emma. Yes. Dale and I took a trip on Wednesday and we went down and got my prize. I just showed it, actually, Emma. Did you just get it here?
I have not gotten mine because my daughter.
Did she pick it up for you?
No.
No.
She forgot.
Oh.
She forgot. So I reminded her yesterday. I think she's going to go tomorrow.
Maddie, go get my prize.
I know. Go give me my prize.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, if it's wrapped up, can I open it? Like, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Mine wasn't really wrapped up. It just came in an organza bag. And
In fact, I'll probably end up just letting her have it because
you might want it. It might be something fantastic.
it might. It might.
What if you got some earth yarn?
Or if I got some Noro.
Oh, yeah. You're not giving anybody Noro.
I did give Maddie that skein of Noro, remember?
Oh, that's right. I guess you might give her.
I did.
You're very kind and generous, Angie.
Well, only with, yeah. Yeah.
When I get to the end of my row here, Emma, I'll show it to you. So let's go diamond painting for a second.
Okay.
Diamond Art Club, Black Friday.
I just got my order yesterday.
You got your order?
Okay, let me tell you why.
Why?
Well, because they've been putting out all of these notifications of, oh, we're so swamped and, it was such a massive response and we're working as hard as we can and no need to contact us, unless you want to cancel your order, there's no reason to contact us. We'll get to you.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was a little bit salty. So I thought, you know what? Screw you. I am going to cancel my order. So I emailed them and said, I'd like to cancel my order. And I got an immediate email back that said, oh, we're sorry. Your order's already been processed for shipping.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That was risky. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Wow.
Yep. So it showed, and I want to say that was like on Sunday that I did that, and it showed up yesterday.
Yeah. So I'm one of those people that still has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you typed in live crochet and there we were? All right.
Wow.
Huh.
We
On the rows of the clusters, were they all the same color? Did you do them all the same color?
No, the cluster rows change you're gonna
Or Sue's asking.
oh, and the one I completed, the 3 rows of clusters. No, I did not make them all the same color. I went by the pattern. And
Why are you asking, Sue? Did they look like they were the same color? Or did you think they were supposed to be the same color? Or just curious.
I follow directions most of the time. I do want to say, what I did do, however, I didn't think that it was quite. What was that?
That was my phone ringing. Sorry.
Oh.
It's sitting on my computer and it decided to ring.
That did vibrate. The pattern has them all the same color? The cluster rows? The ones we're working on now? Oh yeah, it sure does. You're right. It does. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna have enough of that color yarn. So I did switch it up. Let me get it back and show you what I did.
Because this is round 32.
Yeah. Well, the single crochet round is round 32.
Are we on row 33? What are we on? No,
We're on
30.
Well, I'm on 32.
Oh, I'm still on 31. Oh, okay.
Oops. I just knocked my camera
D.
almost over.
Stay the same. Yeah, it doesn't say you change anywhere.
No, you don't change.
No, you
But
don't.
I didn't like that. So
We don't change until we get to round 36, which
right.
is
So I didn't do it that way because it was supposed to be all of this color here, this
tan color.
tan medium color, and I stuck a row of dark in there. I liked it better. I didn't want that big clump of tan. I might do that again.
Throw in a different. Did you do one whole? Let me see. Do all the clusters and the?
I did the clusters and the single crochet row.
So otherwise it would have gone from the tan
It would have gone
from
from
there all the way
here
up
all the way up to here.
in one color.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't mind that with this. It's a pretty color.
What color are you working with?
This light purple.
Oh, that's very pretty. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
No.
I just wanted more blue in mine. Oh, and I know why I did that too, because I had bought an equal amount of yeah, I did put an extra row in, Sue. That's the other thing I was gonna say. I put a couple extra rows in on that one when I did it the first time. It wasn't quite seeming big enough for me. So I put an extra row of clusters in, and I also put
Had that color.
2 extra rows of those shells. The shell combination to make it look a little bit bigger.
Ah.
It just wasn't quite as big as I wanted it.
How did you know that before you got there?
Well, I think I looked at how many rows I had left to go. You know what I mean? In the pattern. So when I looked at the pattern and saw, oh, I've only got, this many rounds left. This isn't looking very big. I just
Gotcha.
decided to do more.
I got you. Yeah.
Actually, to be honest with you, I think maybe, let me think about this. Maybe when I did the cluster rows, that was an accident. But then when I got up to the...
That could have been an accident.
That could have been an accident. But I do remember consciously thinking about doing it with the fans, the shells.
Well, speaking of orders,
Sue is very observant.
I guess. Yeah, she's on it. Well, she has done all that.
Right.
So she's done all of these cluster rows. I don't even know where she's at anymore. So I was messing with her yesterday, though, because I know she's waiting on her Diamond Art Clubs, too.
Mm-hmm.
And so I messed with her last night. I sent her a message, and I said, well, my order shipped. And she goes, not mine. I just checked it. I still don't have anything. And I said, well, it's about time Lion Brand shipped my yarn. She's like, what? I'm like, well, yeah, Lion Brand. I haven't got anything from Diamond Art Club yet, but
Lion Brand finally ship your yarn?
Yeah, from November 11th.
That's just crazy.
Right? I did email them. Maybe that spawned them a little bit.
It, right?
Maybe
you should try my trick with Diamond Art Club.
Yeah, I'm afraid to do that, though. There's a Chuck Pinson in there.
Yeah, what if they say, okay.
I don't really want to cancel it. This is funny, though. I have a sneak peek for next week already.
Oh, so they got your sneak. So they could have just thrown it all in one box and
that came in. I know. No. And you know what? She actually sent it to me from her email, not even using mine, because she didn't want it to get mixed up with my orders. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe if she would have left it in my name and they knew it was a sneak peek, maybe that would have spawned them to put the rest of my stuff in there. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. It'll be here, I guess, when it gets here,
Yeah.
But whatever.
I got to be real sneaky with mine, though. I can't even unbox mine until after Christmas.
Why?
Well, because I wasn't supposed to order anything before Christmas.
Oh, you think you're going to have it? Oh, does Jeff not know it's there?
No.
No. Okay. He was at work.
Yes.
I saw somebody post.
I was praying. I'm not a religious person and I don't pray often. But I was sitting here yesterday and I checked on it and it said out for delivery and I was like, please get here before 4. Please.
I saw somebody post a picture. It was a huge ass box too. Huge. And they're like, why? Why does it come home? Why does it get delivered when my husband has a day off?
Yep.
And then it said, luckily, he's taking a nap right now. Oh.
I know I didn't tell Jeff, we ordered the retreat bags
Oh, yeah.
and I ordered them to be shipped here.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell Jeff, that I had done that. So
Oh.
I'm just waiting for these boxes to show up and for him to be like, what? What did you order?
They haven't come yet, right?
No, the 21st they're supposed to be here.
Okay, so what'd you do after you did your 2 double crochets in your corner? Is this where you did your half double?
Yep, do your 2 double crochets
Into
in
the
the
top
corner.
of the chain?
Yep. And then that acts as your chain 2 space. So then you don't have, you know what I mean? So then you're situated right in the middle of the corner space.
And then I've got to do 2.
A chain 1 and a single crochet to start your next round.
A chain 1 and a single crochet there.
Yep. And then you'll do a single
And
crochet.
then a single crochet in the
stitch.
double. And the double.
Yep. And then a single crochet in the space. And then in the top of the cluster.
In the space. And the top of the cluster. Okay, now how come it looks like there's 2 stitches in my top of my cluster?
Well, yeah, it kind of does. Go in the big hole.
Wait, the big hole? One's bigger than the other?
Mine are. Maybe I'm just crocheting looser.
Hang on. That's the cluster. That's the space. What the heck? The big hole. Big hole space. Okay. All right. I see what you're saying. Big hole. There's a big hole.
The big hole.
Yeah, so I just keep thinking, I get tons and tons of emails. And so I keep getting email. And I'm like, okay, one of these is going to be Diamond Art Club, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of these is going to be Diamond Art Club. And it's not. And it's not. And here we are. We're at Friday now. And I saw that they were down to like 4,000 orders.
Yep. They had.
I know you're on the wait list, Tammy. I see you on the list.
The last I had seen, it said that they had hoped to have them all out by Thursday, but
Yeah, well, that didn't happen.
That obviously didn't happen.
Clearly didn't.
And then I saw them. They said that some people had ordered 30 to 60.
Yeah, somebody ordered 60 diamond paintings.
How much would that? Let's calculate the cost of that's $3,000 worth of.
Isn't that insane? Who's got that kind of money?
Who's got that kind of money?
And there were multiple large orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that they're down there. Well, that was yesterday at some point, Sue, that they were down to 3,000 and something. I mean, I checked out in the first 6 minutes. How does that work that you check out within the first 6 minutes and you're one of the last people to get your order?
They must not have done it first come, first serve.
No, maybe they went the opposite way.
In fact, they couldn't have because I didn't even place my orders. My orders were both placed Cyber Monday. I didn't even order anything Black Friday.
Yeah, mine was within 6 minutes on Black Friday.
Well, I know I only got mine because I said cancel my order.
3:06 in the morning. Oh, boy. Oh, well. I am hoping. Yeah, people are going to be selling them before I even have mine.
Yeah. Yep.
I saw somebody selling the Christmas paintings for sure. They're selling those. The people that buy
Oh,
this
the
stuff.
mailman's here. The mailman's here.
Oh boy.
See, when I'm in my craft room, I can't see. what's going on outside. So
Oh, what are you expecting today?
I don't know. It's just always,
Oh, it's just the
I'm
mail.
just like an old person. That's like the highlight of my day is when the mailman comes.
Oh, there's somebody I know that is always stalking their mailman. Oh, mailman's back. They're here.
I think I know who that person
Uh-huh.
is.
Uh-huh. I mean, my mailman's a good, I don't know how many feet down the driveway. I have no idea how long my driveway is. It's long.
Okay, and I am back around.
Oh, you're done with your singles?
Yep, I'm done with my singles.
You know, Angie, we'll just...
Well,
Angie's
here's a
not
great
going to
thing
have
do.
much homework.
No. So,
I'll
we're
have lots
supposed
of
to stay
homework.
on with this color, and we're supposed to do this exact same thing how many more times? So we were on that was round 32. So 33 is another round of clusters. 34 is another round of singles. Then 35 is another round of clusters. 36 is another round of singles. Okay.
You do the clusters 3 times?
Yep, the cluster single,
Cluster single 3 times.
3 times. Yep.
That's what I
So
thought.
I think I might do that again. I think I might not have it all be this color.
Well, if you stuck with the 3 rows, it would just be an alternate. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Because you
I
have
think
one,
I have one extra.
and then 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think I might do that just because I bought an equal amount of yarn of each color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I use this color for all of it, then I'll be going through more of this.
I don't care. I know where the store's at.
Hi, Melly.
Melly's here.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I told Emma when I got to my corner I was going to show her my yarn, and I didn't.
You lied.
I did.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I alternate?
What color would you use?
I was thinking of the pink.
Yeah, that would be pretty there.
It would be
Totally
pretty
up
there.
to you.
Give it a little extra splash of color.
Your blanket.
What to do.
We do 1 single, 2 chains in the corner.
Yep.
Okay. Then another single.
I'll go by the pattern.
I'll go by the pattern. Oh my gosh. Which one, Melly? Angie's? Angie's is very pretty. I'm going to guess she's talking about Angie's. Melly seems to me to be a neutral person.
A neutral person.
Am I right, Melly? I don't know. Melly, I haven't heard of any crochet you're doing lately. Doing any crochet? Neutral. See, I knew that. I knew that.
I love neutrals too. It's so hard for me, when you're making something for a gift for someone else, it is hard for me to get out of my own comfort zone when it comes to color selection. Like, it was really difficult for me to work on that purple blanket because it's just not my,
That's my jam. And I love,
not my jam.
and I am all about color. Color. Bright color.
And I go more towards the browns and the grays and the earthy.
Yeah. And I'm like, give me all the bright, pretty colors.
I did do, though, that Bag-O-Day Carolina poncho. I did that in green. That was a little out of my comfort zone.
Well, I don't know. Green is earthy. That's grass.
Well, but it's like a bright green, not a bright green. You know what I used? I used those Kiron Ogo ombre,
Oh.
and it turned out it's really soft and beautiful. Hold on, I'll show it to you. It's
Hold
right
on.
here.
You were going to get something else too. Oh no, you already did the purple
Yeah,
one.
it's right here because it's sitting here waiting to get the ends woven in.
Jeff.
Uh-huh.
Jeff.
So I think it turned out very nice. It's a beautiful gradient. You know what I mean? I love the way the color
Oh.
ombre is. It's a nice gradual ombre, and it's really, really fuzzy. Like you can see all the fuzzies that come off of it. So it's like a sleeved poncho with sleeves.
Look at, why do I look so yellow?
You do look yellow. You have jaundice.
I know. I noticed that the other day when we did this. I think it's because I have my screen tilted down, and I'm not getting the light.
Yeah.
Cause see, look, now I just changed everything. Well, look, now I'm back here. I'm yellow. Up here, I'm not.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Weird.
Interesting.
I look tan. Look at how tan I look.
Yes, you do.
I'm
I
not.
look yellow. Oh, funny.
You know, I used to be such an outdoorsy person, and the last couple years I have become just a hermit, just an absolute hermit.
I love being outdoors.
I used to love gardening and getting my hands dirty,
Mm-hmm.
but lately I just haven't. It's been the last 2 summers. I just really haven't done anything outside.
I love it. I actually like to just sit out on my deck and crochet and stuff.
Yeah.
I've tried diamond painting outside, but it's a little too complicated.
Yeah.
And the wind blows shit in your
Mhm.
glue, and that's just not fun. But crocheting out there on the deck is fun.
I think it's always either too cold, or I mean too hot, or too mosquito-y, or too something. I don't know. Oh, I know, Sue. I owe Sue a call. I owe Sue a telephone call. I missed her calls. She called me. It's been since Thanksgiving since I've even talked to her on the phone. But
Well,
I had that.
I called you a couple times. So.
Well, the week after Thanksgiving, I got sick from my granddaughter.
Yeah.
I thought I had COVID. I don't know if I really did or not, but I just felt like I had like a cold or a flu or something. Then I no sooner got be feeling better from that, and then I spent all last week with vertigo all week. And then, so yeah. And then I don't know what, and then this week I felt like the Walking Dead because I haven't been sleeping. Time just gets away from me.
Yeah. I was starting to track you down, man. My next step was I was gonna find Maddie. You like Maddie?
Where's your mom?
Where's your mom? Because normally I can call you, and it might not be the same day you'll call me back, but usually it's the next day. But I think I called 3 times.
Oh, you called just yesterday. Yes.
No.
Yesterday.
No.
Oh, I'm going to have to look at my calls.
Yeah, you better go check your phone.
I knew I missed you yesterday, and then I forgot to call you, and I told myself I got to call Mindy back, and then I forgot to call you back. I'm going to look right now.
Yeah, go see if you find a couple more.
All right. Mindy Dipple, yesterday. That's, Wednesday. You did call me Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And somewhere in
so
there,
did Sue. What the hell? I didn't even see that.
And somewhere in there, I sent you a message on Messenger.
Jeez.
I know, right? I was about to start sending out smoke signals or something.
Carrier pigeon.
Yeah, there you go.
So I didn't look and my screen went dark. I don't know how many we're supposed to have, clusters we're supposed to have this next time.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm nowhere near that. Sue, glad you figured out this Afghan yourself. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's go back to the Hobby Lobby shopping trip, shall we, Sue?
Did you guys shop together?
Yes. Yes, we did. I was on the phone and she was at the store. Okay, now my mind just went blank. In my corner, I put a single crochet in both of the double crochets. Do I single crochet between my doubles and my cluster? Or just go into the cluster?
You single crochet, you have a space there, so you do put a single crochet there.
And then I go into the cluster as well.
Yes. Yep.
Thank you. Like, I don't remember if I did that. Did I do that? I don't know. The sides are long, the memory's short, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sue was shopping at Hobby Lobby, and I helped her pick out her colors. Unless she's talking about another one.
Oh, speaking of Hobby Lobby and
Thank you,
colors
Sue.
and yarn. So this square that I'm making, this blanket.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm using for this blanket. For this flecked yarn, I'm using Crafter Secret Big Idea, which is like the Hobby Lobby economy brand yarn.
Yeah, comes in great big jumbo skeins.
Yeah, big old jumbo skein.
Yeah.
And for this, I'm actually using Red Heart Super Saver yarn, which I would never normally use for, if I was going to do something this elaborate and intricate, those aren't really the yarns I would choose.
Right.
Here's what happened. I started this blanket and I was going to make the full size blanket. My mom came over and she saw it and I wanted to test the pattern. So I grabbed just whatever junk yarn I had sitting around, which happened to be these two colors, just to test out the pattern. My mom comes over, she sees it, she falls in love with it. She says, I want that blanket. Okay. So now I'm committed. I'm using this yarn for this blanket. So I make my mom's entire blanket, and then Jeff says, I like those colors together. I want you to do one like that for my parents. So now I'm committed to 2 blankets with this junk yarn, right? I mean, not junk yarn, but not what I would.
It's not nice yarn.
It's not nice yarn,
No.
right? So I've bought Hobby Lobby out of this yarn 3 times now. When they restock it, they only put 3 of them on their shelf.
That greenish color?
It's not green.
What is it?
It's
brown.
Beige. It's beige.
It kind of looks like it's a beigey green.
No, not at all.
It's just beige. Okay.
Yeah.
You got cream and beige is what you got there.
Yep. So here's the thing. So I go back there. Now, when I set these 2 side by side in the camera, you can see the difference between these 2 yarns, can't you?
No, not really.
Between this cream and this cream?
The one on the left looks a little brighter, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
They change. Okay, so this Crafter Secret Big Idea or whatever yarn is a very dense 4-weight yarn. It's thick, it's dense, it's like cottony feeling almost.
Okay.
Not hard, but not, super silky or soft or anything. So I went to get more of it, same packaging, same color, same everything. And now they've changed it. And it's this luxuriously soft silky.
What?
Yes. Complete different consistency. I mean, this is much more flexible and flowy, whereas this is a little bit more stiff.
What the heck? They changed the whole yarn, or
They
did they
changed
just?
the whole. It's like they changed They changed the yarn, and they changed it on me mid project. So now, so now I've got this is what I'm working with. So what I'm gonna do, I guess, is I'm just gonna alternate squares when I put them together.
So yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is the one that you went shopping for. You had to go out of town to go look at other Hobby Lobbies.
Yes, for more yarn.
Okay.
Yep. And then so I got the pearl fleck, but of course they don't sell Red Heart Super Saver at
Right.
Hobby.
Right.
So I had to go to Joann, and they don't sell it at my Walmart. So I had to go to Joann's to get more of this oatmeal color. So
They don't sell Red Heart at your Walmart, or they don't sell
just didn't have that color.
that color.
Yeah. And so I go to Joann's, and they're completely out of it.
Wow.
So now I'm like screwed. I'm gonna have to go to another town, find another Joann's, so I can get enough of this oatmeal to finish this.
Well,
Because I think I'm going to do the border. I think I'm going to join them because I'm in uncharted waters now. I mean, I'm kind of just making this up as I go along. So I think I'm going to join them with just do a slip stitch join. You know what I mean? So there's no big join mark, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to do a slip stitch join, which would put the sides together. But then for the border, I was going to use the oatmeal color and just do like kind of a ruffly looking border.
Yeah.
But I might not be able to if I can't find the yarn.
Correct. What would you do then?
Oh, I am going to have to pull something out of my ass. Well, here's what I was wondering. What if and tell me what you think of this idea. Oh, shoot, I don't have it out here. Hold on a second. What if I did something like this? This is just like a little bit darker of a beige, and I did the border in this brownish beige. Or do you think that would look too tacky? Like I added on.
I think with what you got going on now that you should stick with it.
I know. I'm just gonna have to go traveling.
That's my thought. Yeah.
Yeah, Catherine, the thing of it is, I'm afraid it won't get here in time for me to be able to finish the blanket.
Even the Joann's?
Oh, Joann's ships slow as molasses to me.
Do they?
Yes, yeah. Yep, so I'm just going to have to take a trip.
I have 8 emails. What do you think the chances are that one of them is
Diamond Art Club?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what the chances are.
I was going to say, why don't you look and tell us?
They're shitty.
Uh-oh. Are you cold, Nate?
The odds are shitty.
Are you sick?
Uh-oh. Don't be sick.
He's walking around wrapped up in a blanket.
Oh, well. I'm kind of wrapped up in a blanket. It's kind of
Yeah, right?
It would be more on my lap if I didn't have this table in the way.
Okay, so what do we want to assign as homework? We want to finish up. Let's just finish up these cluster
The
rows.
clusters, yeah.
Yep, and then we'll come back.
And shoot, I'm still on the first row of this, Angie.
Oh, I'm still
mean-
on the. I'm on my first row of my because I've been chatting my head off. I'm on the.
I mean, I'm on the first group. Let's put it that way. I'm doing the single crochet still.
Oh, okay, all right.
I mean, the clusters
Alright,
are
yeah.
done, but I'm on the
we've
single
gotta
crochets.
Let me see what round we'll end on.
So I have to do this 2 more times.
Yep, got to do that 2 more times.
Yeah.
So we are going to do through round 36.
Yeah. What are we snacking on, Nate? Something good?
Pumpkin spice or Cheerios.
Oh, Nate. Pumpkin spice Cheerios.
We love some pumpkin spice in this house.
Apparently.
Yeah, we love anything pumpkin spice around here.
We've never.
I love anything pumpkin spice.
You know, Cheerios are the weirdest things.
Why?
Because they will make Cheerios in any flavor you can think of these days.
Really? See, I don't go to the grocery store. So I
Oh.
don't see it.
Oh, yeah. There's chocolate Cheerios, peanut butter Cheerios, berry Cheerios, pumpkin spice Cheerios.
That's what I want for Christmas.
I mean, frosted Cheerios. There's just
Maybe you
Cheerios.
want a shawl for
I want a
Christmas?
shawl like this.
You want a snuggie?
Like a this, but it's for wearing.
A snuggie.
A Snuggie.
Nate wants a snuggie for Christmas.
How about a hooded blankie with like a duck or a
I saw the coolest thing
frog
on
or
Facebook, a Facebook ad yesterday.
yeah?
They make a dog bed for humans.
Say what?
Yes, a human-sized dog bed. It looks so comfy.
No.
It looks really comfy.
No.
And I was thinking, oh my gosh, Nate would love that. He could just curl up in that when he's playing his games.
That is.
I almost ordered one.
Wow. Okay. All right. I just saw a cute crocheted like hooded sweater. It was a long one. Do you remember? I was a product of the 70s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was what we did. The long like duster type sweater, and it had a hood. And I'm like, ooh, that'd be fun.
Do you know how long that would take to make?
A while. Not as much as a blanket,
No, not as much as almost.
right? I think it must have been Sue. No, it wasn't Sue. I don't know who was asking me the other day if we have another thing picked out for after this. And I'm like, are we going to do another blanket? And I'm like, no, probably not.
No, probably not, but we should
We
start
should
thinking
do
about
something
it.
different.
Yeah. We'll start thinking about it. Because this is fun. I'm really having a good time with this.
I know. So am I.
Kind of the highlight of my week.
And the more interested, that's not what I meant. The more intricate, the more intricate they are, the more fun it is for us as a live.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Otherwise, it just turns into this, us chit-chatting.
Yeah, because we're just
yeah.
doing the same old stitches over and over here.
and over and over. Right.
Yeah. Which that's just the nature of this blanket, you know?
Yep.
Now,
we could. Ooh, I do actually have a suggestion.
what?
This would be a fun crochet along. This would be perfect for a crochet along.
Yeah.
It's called. Oh, what is it called? Oh, it's a paid pattern. That wouldn't work. Damn it. It's a It's
Maple. Yes, Sherry. Maple's another one.
I hate anything maple.
Peanut butter.
Syrup is just not even allowed in my house.
Really?
Oh, can't even stand the smell of it.
Oh, I love it.
No, it's a granny square blanket, but each granny square is different. So you're making like 24 different squares.
What am I doing when I get to my corner? I got to do another single crochet in my corner.
Yep, and then you'll do a half double
Into the first
top
one.
of your first one. Yep.
And then I'm ready to...
And then you're ready to chain three. Yep.
And then do a double. And then I skip.
And then you chain one, skip one. Yep.
Chain one, skip one, and that's my hidden one there.
Yep.
I'm going right here to start my next clusterization. I had another word, but it wouldn't be polite.
Did it start with an F?
It might have. Mm-hmm. It just may have. Oh, we're past 3:30. Did you realize that?
No, I did not.
See how time flies when you're having fun with your friends.
Right?
I think Dale must have set a freaking alarm or something. He came in here and he said, "How long are you going to be?" And I said, 3:30, 3:30. I'm like, yeah. Here he is. It's 3:36 and he's up. I think we took.
What does he want to do?
I have no idea. Something, I'm sure, because he has to do something all the time.
Right?
Oh God, that's got to stop at some point, right?
It has to. You'll run out of things to do eventually.
I would think so. All right, well, I'm on my second repeat of cluster single.
Yep,
action.
me too.
Yeah, but you're a lot farther than me.
So
you're probably on side 3.
No, I'm just on the second side.
Okay. Yeah.
So everybody knows their homework.
Homework is finish up these cluster rows with single crochet. Last row we do will be a single crochet, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, start thinking about some things that we could do
for
after this.
And then I was thinking too, what we could do something, a short, small little project like a hat and scarf set.
We could, for sure.
Because it'll be right that time of the year.
Yeah. Find a nice little hat.
Something a little bit, not just your basic,
Yeah, I love this hat that I got from Expression Fiber Arts. I had to pay for it. No, I didn't pay for it. I got it free. However, she sells her patterns, but every Friday she has a free pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll let you get a free pattern. And so whenever she has free patterns that I like, I download them and keep them.
Right.
But I got to go record a little mini Hank yet today.
Oh, for your advent calendar?
Yeah, I'm having fun with those. They're beautiful.
Good. I'm glad you like them.
So.
All right.
Okay, I suppose we're off. I hear my car starting.
Uh-oh, that must mean you're going somewhere.
Or he is. He took it to Lowe's, too, and I'm like, I hope he put gas in my car while he was gone.
Right? I know.
He must have.
Jeff's been doing that a lot lately. He's been taking my car to go do running around and grocery shopping. And
yeah,
stuff.
I'm like, why'd you take my car?
You know what? You better put some gas in it.
Yeah, I'm guessing he will have. I like when your skein of yarn does this. Look, I'll show you.
Tunnels. Yes.
Yeah. Look.
I do a little contest to see how long you can
keep it like that.
Yep, how long I can keep it coned.
It never happened with my print one because it just went.
It flopped.
It just. Yeah.
See, I've been moving mine around everywhere, so mine are all floppy.
Yeah. All right. Have a good weekend, you guys.
All right. Bye.
Going to try crocheting a rabbit. Oh, see? Oh, who is that? Who the Knitter? Oh, we're just leaving Who the Knitter, but I hope you come back.
Yeah,
Look
every
how
Friday,
big
2
this is now.
o'clock.
Look, it covers my table.
Yep, it's getting bigger.
Now covers my table. Jennifer, yeah, email me and I'll send you my address. That would be awesome. I love you forever. I love you forever.
All
All right.
right, bye guys.
Talk to you guys later.